Okay, this is one of my favorite yards too because, as you can see, it had a awesome gate. Um, they have a beautiful German Shepherd, but it is a challenging yard because there's a big tree, and so there's a lot of debris and leaves, especially right now. It's fall. There's our first pile, and it also has a large kennel right in the middle of it, so I kind of have to work around that a little bit too. You'll see as I go along, I have to pick up a lot of debris and some sticks too. This is kind of the front yard too, and I think she's going to be doing some landscaping or something, and that's why it's kind of in this condition. But she has a German Shepherd, and I think the other one's a Golden Retriever, if I remember right. I met them the very first time I was there. Really sweet dogs, but they do their fair share of pooping for sure. And we're near a busy road too, so you're probably going to hear some road noise. And with all the sticks and stuff like that, there's a lot of leaves too. But it's a great yard to scoop. It's nice and level, other than just all the debris that we have to deal with. That area there is really challenging because it has some kind of weeds growing in there, and the poop just kind of tends to get stuck in that. It's like a spider's web or something. So I end up having to really work at it. There's that big kennel. One of the things I have to do when I get to the end of my row and I'm trying to go the other way is, I really have to take a look up because I'm so focused on what's down in front of me. I have to take a look up and kind of get myself oriented to make sure that I go kind of in a straight line parallel to the direction that I came in. Because sometimes, if you're not doing that, you tend to get off track and leave part of the yard uncovered. Those weeds again, that area. It's just really difficult because the poop gets kind of stuck in those weeds. And that stuff gets heavy, so I carry it in my left hand, and sometimes I have to switch over to my right hand for the second half just to kind of give my right or my left hand a little bit of a break. You'll see there, I'm picking up a lot of debris, so we're going to end up using 2 bags on this one. I could force it and probably get away with 1 bag, but when you set your bucket down on the ground and stuff starts falling out the front and you're having to rake it twice, then it's time to get a second bag and just make your life easier. Here's that big tree. Time to get the second bag. There's 1 bag, and those bags probably weigh at least 20 pounds by the time I get them filled. There's that area again with all the spider web weeds. But it is a nice fall day, and I can't complain about that. It's not raining. Oh, and the house next door has geese and chickens, and so you can hear the goose in the background there. Goose are the best guard dogs. Nothing gets by them. When I was leaving, one of the chickens had gotten out and was running back and forth next to the fence trying to figure out how to get back in. And, always cracks me up. They can figure out how to get out, but they can never figure out how to get back in. There's kind of a little back corner there next to the house. Trying to get some of those leaves off of my rake. Now I'm going the other direction, 90 degrees from the first direction, so you'll see it's a lot shorter. And you know, like I say, it never fails. You always find something that you missed, no matter how hard you look. Simply because you know it's in a different light, different angle, especially with all those leaves. It's just really hard to see something. There's one I missed. A lot of them I missed. I think at the end of this one we end up with about 1 3/4 of a bag or so. I think the first time I scooped this I took out 7 or 8 bags because it was just overwhelming for her. And that's where I get most of my customers, is it just becomes so overwhelming they don't have time to do it, and it's just too difficult. And so here we go. We'll double bag that one and then drop it in her trash and be done with it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Scoop for life.